What's up? What's up? It's your boy Karceno here. And I want to say to everybody who's watching this later, this was a live stream. So in case you see me talking to the screen or pausing, I'm answering questions on here. And this is why I never spoke about the Rell knockout. Everybody hit me up when it happened. Everybody was, yo, what's up? What happened to Rell? I heard he got knocked out. What's up with Rell, man? I heard he got knocked out. So, here's what's Gucci, James. The Rell knockout happened because he was out there supporting one of his boys. He was drunk. He was into it with another dude out there. They got the woofing. And another homeboy snuffed him. And he got knocked out. Now, the reason why I didn't talk about it is because, to me, it was a non-issue. Nothing really big. But when Rell started getting publicity off of getting knocked out, like now he's on This Is 50. Now he's got all this stuff. I'll be mad. If that's I'll be like, man, I'm out here working and y'all don't want to interview me and do nothing. Somebody got to knock me out in order for somebody to call me for an interview. I'm Rell. Mr. Luka, I'm a shooter. What happened? Now, what made me do this video, because I still wasn't going to even talk about it. I was not going to talk about it at all, because, you know, that ain't world news or anything. I wasn't finna talk about Rell getting knocked out, and they had the video and everything. I didn't put a picture up, nothing. I decided to talk about it because I listened to Rell tell the story of what happened. And I said, oh my God, this has got to stop. And what I mean by that is it's got to stop, meaning that rappers have got to be able to stop living in a dream fantasy world of invincibility. Okay? You got knocked out, man. His man is sitting there, man, you know, I was over there, man, I was drunk. Man, I'm drunk, you know, I'm high. You know, I'm doing this and that, so dude's woofing. So I'm talking to him, and then when he do that, you know, dude snuffed me. So when I fell down, because I didn't see the punch coming, I hit my head on the rock. So I'm a little drowsy, not from the punch, because I hit my head on the rock. And that's why I'm a little dazed. That's why I'm like, oh man, plus I'm drunk, and I'm high. So you gotta add that into it. I'm drunk, I'm high, dude snuffed me, I hit my head on a rock, and that's why I'm drowsy. Dude, you got knocked out. He hit you, you went down. Don't worry, it happened to a lot of people. You can get snuffed, you can go down. It's okay. It happened to professional fighters all the time. Dog, I'm just sick of rappers lying. And I like Rell. But my God, dog, just say, look, man, I don't see what the big deal is. He didn't do it. The dude I had beef with didn't do it. He had some unknown dude just sniff me. And you know, he out there talking crap when I'm on the ground, but he ain't the one that put me there. I mean, tell the truth. The truth will work a lot better than you sitting there just lying. You hit your head on the rock. Where the blood at? I'm drowsy because I hit my head on the rock. I'm like, oh, yeah, see, it was that brick thing over there, and that's why I'm drowsy. I'm like, you drowsy because you got punched. He dipped on you and punched you right in the face. Ruger, I'm a shooter. I'm like, my goodness. It was ridiculous. So that's why I didn't put a video out. That is why I said I cannot do it. I didn't want to do it until I heard that. I said I gotta say something because I'm ashamed. Why do rappers have to keep lying? You don't have to lie to kick it. You don't. All these rappers do it, and it's ridiculous. All these Superman stories, like, you know, if I wasn't drunk, man, if he hit me, man, my chin is like steel. I'd have ate that. Then I would have burned it with my eye beam. I got an eye beam. Like, most people don't got an eye beam. I got an infrared line beam, man. I got a blue, like, laser beam come out my eyes, man. Yeah, man, I got a lot of stuff. I just don't be telling cats. I mean, they crazy. They be going so far with their imagination. They be incriminating themselves and stuff that never even happened. Yo, man, yeah, that thing that happened over there on Slauson, yeah, with them bodies piled up, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can't talk about that. But dude should have probably washed his mouth. That's all I'm saying. You know, shoot, out so much blood. They be like, dog. Cops be like, woo, you over there? We were looking for some suspects to talk with. You had a lot to say. Can you tell us anything? I wasn't even over there, really. I was just doing an interview. I saw it in the paper, and I decided to talk about it. Come on, man, Mr. Officer Johnson. I ain't got no problems with nobody, man. I was just talking on the radio. Just having a little fun on the radio. I'm sorry about them two people. I don't know them, man. Respect to their families, yo. Oh, man. Of course, it happens all the time. This is not a joke. It happens all the time. And that's the sad part, is that how frequently it happens. That's what's strange. You be like, man, why do these rappers keep lying? They stories change all the time in these stories. Some rappers don't lie. They don't know how to lie. Some of them are professional liars. The majority of them, Method Man even said, we're the best liars in the world. Nobody lied better than a rapper. He wasn't lying. Method Man was not lying when he said that. We are the best liars in the world. Rappers. You see, Joe Budden will sit there and lie to you 24 hours a day. Lie to you. But he will say it very convincingly, to the fact that you would think he believes the lie himself. Now, I wouldn't say they're the best actors. Have you seen too many acting rappers? Besides Will Smith and LL Cool J, I ain't really seen too many acting rappers. Tupac, he could pull it off because he was basically an artist. Tupac wasn't just put in one bag and been one thing. And to be honest, LL isn't that great of an actor. But he's a great liar. They're all liars. They become the characters that you love. $52, same thing.
That man lied and had everybody thinking he slept with Maya. He never slept with Maya. It messed her up in her career because she had a reputation of being a hoe. And a lot of people tried to get her to go, and she wasn't going, and they didn't understand why. So they were aggravated, and a lot of them sabotaged her career. Then you had somebody like Christina Milian, who was a hoe, and just hoard herself out to the business, and her career didn't turn out to do nothing either. So see, that's the thing. Maya wasn't a hoe. She dated some dudes that she shouldn't have dated because she was messing with rappers, but she thought rappers could keep their mouths shut. And she found out that, man, they ain't what I thought they was gonna be. They liars. It's like, yeah, they liars. Because basically you dealing with broke little boys who finally got some money. They broke boys who never had no money. Oh, thank you. What happened to Rell's deal? Well, he had a record deal on the table, and it fizzed out because he couldn't get no promotion. And so he went independent, put out a couple of projects. He had a project that was out there. It was mixtape. It was some good songs on there, but other than that, it was dead. It was dead, man. See, if you can't get on the ground level and get to that next level and grind it out, he looking like, if I sell a couple of units, I'm good. You know, Rell is one of them dudes. Like, I'm on the block. Sell a couple of units, I'm good. I'm good, son. I'm good. You get that kind of attitude, you ain't going nowhere. Well, no, when your name is Rell and you look like how Rell look, there ain't no commercial they gonna put him in there. I got a friend that's dark skinned, look like the Incredible Hulk. Dark skinned version of the Incredible Hulk. Him and my other buddy who light skinned, they get busted for something, they go to jail. Same crime. Both of them got no criminal records. They go in front of the judge. One of them gets an I bond, one of them gets a D bond. Why? They had the same, they both was charged with the same crime, same everything. One got a D bond, one got an I bond. Guess who got the D bond and guess who got the I bond? Thanks, Mr. Kings. That was Fantasy Kings, I think, that donated $2. I appreciate it. Chill on Watson. What are you talking about? Oh, you talking to somebody in the chat. Man, the thing about Deshaun Watson, and why y'all talking about that, but yeah, let me just finish the story. But yeah, the light-skinned guy got the I bond. Why? Because he looks commercial. They took one look at the Incredible Hulk, dark-skinned guy, and the judge made the ruling right then and there. Oh no, you getting the D bond because this looks like your future. Stereotype and stereotypical as it is, that's what happened. So if the judge, who's supposed to go by the book in the law, can just violate you with extreme prejudice off a stereotype, and he's the law, why is that? So you think Rell got a shot at being commercial? No. It's not gonna happen. His commercial success and his window came and went. Everybody has their chance. They have their window of opportunity. And then it comes and it goes. 50 Cent can make all these great songs, but it's never going to sell 10 million records again. He can't do that. Everybody had a time. It comes and it goes. You can't stay in that spot. The 19, 25-year-olds, they going to recycle each other. Those 19 to 25s are going to be now 25s to 30s. And everybody who was all in the 15 to 20s, they now moving up to the 21s to the 26. There's a whole new group. They all moving out. Just like high school, the freshmen will soon be seniors. And they'll be listening. What they was listening to as a freshman, they might not listen to when they're a senior. Yeah, people don't understand that the year 2000 was a long time ago. 17 years ago. That's a long time. That's a lot of recycling. See, the cycle goes 5 years. If you were in the game 5 years and you still in the top brackets, you got something to marvel at and say, I had a heck of a career. I had an amazing career. I was here and I did this, man. I was on top of my game. I was 5 years in the game. Do you know what the average years for a rapper is now? 3 years. Three years. It's 3 years. Oh, if you don't believe me, ask Designer. Ask Designer. Rick Ross he was out the game. Diddy saved his life. He was out the game. Diddy saved his career. No, Bobby Shmurda, by him going away for so long, when he comes home, he's not going to have another hot nig album, song like that that's going to blow up and be everywhere else. But he's going to come home and have some marginal success. Because everybody wants to hear him because he's got a story. Right, Trinidad James, Fetty Wap. Fetty was hot for 2 years. Trinidad James, same thing. 3 years tops, and then they go. Dage Loaf. Fab's still around because Fab is signed to Rock Nation. Rock Nation is like that insurance card. Don't nobody want to see you, but they remember your name. So we can just put you with anything we doing. I said, I'm talking about now. Mobb Deep and all those guys, they can do whatever. They could tour off their first album forever. And they could still pack a house because they made classic albums. They didn't just have a hit song. Well, the record business changed. It's now promoting singles when before it was about albums. So they would come in, you gotta have a 2-hit single. So you at least have to have a book of songs to say, okay, well, where's your 2-hit single? Okay, this is a hit. We can promote this. What's your next hit? You would have to have 2 hits for the record company to even be interested. Because you can have, everybody believes it's a magic song. Now, yeah, a magic song can pull you out and get you exposure, but if you don't have the 2 hits, you're gonna be gone. That's why 50 Cent didn't sign Designer. He had the first shot to sign Designer. But you know what? Why he said he didn't sign? Oh no, this ain't Walmart, brother. This is where the rich folks go. This is the rich folks version of Walmart. But the reason why he didn't sign Designer is because when he came to see him, he had that song. He had Panda. And he played Panda, and Panda was a hit, but he didn't have another one. He only made like 3 songs. He's like, what? That's all you made is like 3 songs? So when you're dealing with somebody who only made 3 songs, you know the type of people you're dealing with. When you got people every day sending you like 20, 30 songs. He was like, I already know. We be having deadlines and this guy ain't finished nothing. All you got is 3 songs completed? Oh no, I can't sign you. So he knew right away he can't sign him because nothing's gonna come out of it. It's like, what am I signing you for? These look good. I'm gonna sign you, and you ain't even gonna be around. The formula of hip hop is dead. I mean, there's people still making the music. It's just hard to get to, where everything usually was accessible. If somebody had a mixtape in New York, I could have it tomorrow in 10 seconds. But now with all this streaming stuff, the guy who normally used to get it through the mom and pop stores, whoever would take it in New York and make their bootleg or whatever, mixtape and get it out there, you would know about who was popping on the streets. You would know who the top MCs was. Now, you don't. People locally would know before you would, because now everything's about streaming. And they assume that everybody streams, which is not true at all. A lot of people don't stream. I barely would stream something. And you gotta go to all this length to stream songs and stream. And I'm like, man, look, if it ain't on Apple Music, I ain't streaming. But if you look at that, that's what I'm talking about. This is how ridiculous the whole thing has gotten. And people act like why the music is where it is. Because you got 50,000 shows, nobody's really promoting any music. Now, Rell got to do all these interviews talking about how he got knocked out. Now, he was there because his boy was doing something. So instead of promoting his boy work, he got to do every interview now talking about how he got punched in the face. That is just, to me, that's so demeaning. Every interview, I'll be in there pissed off. Like, why you didn't call me last week before I got punched? I had to get punched in the face for somebody to say, you know what? We need to get Rell up in here. So it kills me when people be like, man, I can't stand Wendy Williams. I be like, well, how you can't stand Wendy Williams and you being Wendy Williams? Can't you hear that? Who else you think would be in here? Just go out in front of your yard and pull it up out the ground, I guess. You gonna need it after Cleveland, after this season. With them calves. All them dinosaurs is falling down. And it's funny to me hearing these guys trying to make excuses. That idiot, what's his name? Nick Wright? Nick Never Right? That fool gonna try to make excuses for LeBron every chance that he get. What's up, JJ? John the Analyst. I love that name, John the Analyst. I hope that said analyst, so they ain't say analyst, did it? My tea collection. Do they look like I got a little blah blue blue? Do they look like I got a little blah blah blue blue? Cause that's, man, I told y'all in the Tyrese video, nobody feels sympathy for Ty because he always running his mouth about everybody else's thing. He go jumping up for when 50 was talking about Taraji and talking about her and putting his message over there, he come jumping his mouth in it. Yo, West Brothers, man, I think it's time we all supposed to grow up. He always opening his mouth about everybody's business. Tyrese will talk to you like a spiritual advisor for ooh, this is what I've been waiting on them to bring back. My holiday edition Oreo cookies. The limited edition. The one that's covered in the white chocolate. Got to have those. Part of my diet. But that's what killed me though. Everybody wants to be the main guy. That's what gets me. Everybody wants to be the main guy. And they want to have the main story going on. Like, look at me, I bumped my head on the wall. You're like, look at this, Roger bumped his head. He's gonna tell us all about it. I was walking, right, and then I don't know, man, my knee buckled a little bit, and I bumped my head. But I got a new album. It's coming out. It's retarded. Real retarded. Can nobody just say they got a record coming out? Yeah, I got a new album coming out, it's dope. Oh, man, he ain't smacked nobody, he ain't in no beef. I can't listen to this. Chris Brown got one of the best albums out right now. And it's like 45 songs. And about 30, I said about 45 songs, about 38 of them are great. And those are a lot of good songs. Hey. Them Chasers, they got a lot to worry about. Monday is they D-Day. Oh, don't worry, I got a video coming up on that one tomorrow, so y'all might want to stay tuned for that. You ain't gonna want to miss that. But they left me alone. I see they left me alone. I know why they left me alone. I really know why. And you'll find out tomorrow. Nah, she felt like they told her, like, yo, man, Wendy, your last check bounce for paying for them boobs you got. We gonna have to repossess them fake boobs. The boob collector was out there. Yeah. Yeah, your last check bounce. We gotta take them boobs. Yeah, we might have to do it live on the set. It's Halloween. You know, hate to go like this, but you've been past due. But I'm glad she's okay. You know, even though she's out of her mind. That's sleep. That's lack of sleep. That's sleep deprivation. I had been to that point before. But I normally just pass out where I'm at and I go to sleep. I ain't got no crew coming in there to wake me up. Because they would get kicked in the face. I'd be, Kate, get away from me. I'm going to bed. Get these people out of here. It's just shut down for the day. Shoot. Them people as powerful as Wendy Williams is, as many years as she been doing this show, you think she should get a day? They would let her get a day off? They out there with the IV. Come on now, wake up, Wendy. Yeah, you got a couple more segments to do. You gotta come on and wake up now. Here's some ice. Rub some ice on her. See what they did, man? They done came and slapped me right on off. Yep. I mean, wait till they get a hold of it, the tabloids. Can you believe that? People be talking about how they don't like people lying on them and all this stuff, and why can't people just tell the truth? And they get mad when black folks do it. It's always when the brother do something is bad. They got National Enquirer, they got Star Magazine. How many years have Jennifer Aniston been pregnant and she still ain't had a baby? She 50 something now. Every month she pregnant. Jennifer Aniston's having a baby. See? This stuff here all the time. Every supermarket. You gonna see these. They ain't gonna miss a week. Look at them. And not a brother on any of them. You don't see a brother and sister on them. Angelina Jolie, all of them. They on the cover of all those magazines. The National Enquirer is still talking about JFK. And you know why? Celebrities and all these people who claim they upset about stuff like that, but they really not. Because they are so much into garbage. They want to be on this. They want to be on this magazine. They want to be on the cover. They want people to talk about them. The truth of the JFK has been documented for years. They know who did it, why, how, everything. Come on, that stuff is retarded right now to even think about. But this is why I don't do beef videos 65 hours a day. And it's not even 65 hours in a day, but you know what I mean. That's why I don't do it. I talk about other things because that's what you do in real life. You don't just talk about one thing all day long. But DJ Act Feminine think, why not milk the cow? As he was talking deliberately to me, and I knew what he was talking to, when he was like, see, guys need to just do one thing. See, I do one thing on my thing. I don't just do two things. I stay in my lane. I just do one thing. And I'm like, that's a bold-faced lie. This fool was on there talking about video games, talking about rap. So then he went to current events. So, but I knew he was directing it toward. So it let me know right away that I was correct. He watches my videos and he wants to keep up with what I'm doing. It's obvious. He ain't gotta say my name, but I know what you're saying, homie. I hear you talking. They smart. Them niggas behind what they ain't. They smart. How long you think they gon' last? They smart. So you dudes better watch your hand. They smart. Y'all don't know about that, huh? It's one of Scarface's best songs. They smart. I'm trying to think. How I come do this when I got more time? I'm very selective when it comes to my covers for my photos. Oh, where my Houston gear at? Oh, Sean got to get that. I'm just glad they beat them Dodgers. Ooh, who is Gina Rodriguez? My goodness. Who is Gina Rodriguez? I ain't never seen her before. I might have to buy this magazine and check her out. Gina Rodriguez. How you doing? That's Buttons lady, yeah. Well, he might like her or something. Unless she's a stripper, he ain't gonna have a chance at her. Do you like sliding down poles? Did you work at Aces? I mean, that guy has got to be one of the most funniest guys ever. Whoever thought of putting him on the show, that's great, because that was like one of the best decisions, easiest decisions to make. I can't stand that guy because of the way he is. He's the kind of guy you will end up having to strangle and want to strangle. He's frustrated. He's a walking mental case who happens to know how to rap. But he's a manic-depressant. And next thing you know, he'll be rapping, and the next thing you know, he's crying. And then you'll be like, oh, I don't care if they don't like me. But he 100% cares. He's one of them type. I don't care if anybody likes me. I don't care about my clothes. I don't care. I didn't brush my teeth today. When I took a dump, I didn't even wipe. I didn't even look at the tissue. I might not have been done. So, I don't care. So that's how Button is, but then he do cry. The next 10 minutes later, he's crying about something. He's just somebody who goes to therapy just so he can have somebody to talk to. He's not there to get help. He just there to talk. They be like, well, what are you here for? They got a TV show, I think, coming out of Joe Budden actually in therapy talking. There's a show like that where Joe Budden's actually in therapy talking. He ain't getting no help. He just want to talk. Okay, these look like they can fit, I think. These 50 watts. I'll take it anyway. What the heck? Texans signing Cap. Depends. I don't know if Deshaun Watson is out. I like mixed women and not black women. That's weird. That's a weird statement. So what if somebody's mom is black, their father's black, but they might have been, their grandmothers might have been mixed. So what's the difference? Oh, if Watson's done for the season? Man, that's sad. He was on a record pace season. No rookie has ever done what he's done in about 100 years. He was averaging 4 touchdowns a game. He only played 6 games and had 19 touchdowns. Do you understand how hard that is? He played 6 games and have 19 touchdowns in 6 games. To show you how bad Savage is, they were still debating. Let's wait and see if he could play with this. Because before he like partially tore it, he played the whole season in college. Ooh, y'all tell me, Pink or Demi Lovato? Which one? Pink or Demi Lovato? Should I break down and buy this Star Wars Blu-ray pack? Oh man. I don't know. I think it's on the other side. Well, look. Nobody know that situation through and through with time. But my thing is, whenever you do something before court, you know, it's always going to be looked at it with a slight. I'm like, where was these tears when all this was going on for 2 months? You was warm with The Rock. You up there going back and forth with The Rock. It wouldn't seem like you was caring too much about it then. Then when it get close to court, now it's something we got to talk about. No, I support Everyday Struggle. I like the show. I like the format. Just doing that for hip hop. They ain't the first to come up with it, but hey, it's a good show. Complex took it, and the show is decent. You don't have two of the same people up there. You got very different contrasts of people. You have DJ Academic, and you got Joe Budden. Me and Joe Budden on that show, oh, that would not work, brother. Because I'd have told Joe off. See, Academic is going to do what he does. He's going to cower. And he's going to bow down to Joe whenever Joe says something. He's going to toe the line. Me, I'd be like, look, we can go to commercial break or we don't have to go to commercial break. You can get mad all you want. I can care how many veins pop out of your head. If I think you wrong, you wrong. That's just all to it. You can get mad all you want. He be, I don't care, I'll smack you. I'll be gone, knock yourself out. You man enough to make that decision, be man enough to deal with the consequences. Because when these cameras go to the commercials, you're going to be, oh, I apologize. I sincerely apologize. I was out of line. I was out of tone. I know. Don't worry. We all get it. Ain't that Joe? He talk hard one day, then somebody threatened him online. Man, I'm gonna smack you in the face. Then he come back. I was out of line. But the funny part about that show on Everyday Struggle, I love when it's a slow week. That's when you're going to get your best episodes of Everyday Struggle. Oh my God. When it's a slow week, you're going to get the funniest episodes ever because they actually have to think. That's when it becomes a funny show. Because they got to try to think on the fly. They got to come up with something because the show got to go on. Ain't nobody smacked nobody hitting nobody with a chair, no disc record came out. So they like, well, nothing happening in the hip hop world. What we gonna talk about? Oh, and the titles. The top 5 songs that made you go, I like that song. They did like 30 minutes breaking down like record sales and what happened in the offices of behind the scenes of the of the offices, and we went to the productions, cost to this much cost, and how much is an independent's gonna get, and this and that, and people don't know the ins and outs of the offices. I mean, we know this. The average person, they act like they're telling you something you don't know. The average person don't know what happens in a corporate office. You'd be like, duh, they did. They probably would be in a corporate office. Listen, you know it's a slow week. When it's a slow week, go right to everyday struggle. Don't miss it, because they gonna give you priceless garbage that you're gonna be laughing at forever, because it's gonna be the dumbest topics you've ever seen in your life. You know it's a slow week. All you gotta do is look at the topic. You'll be, oh yeah, it's a slow week. Oh man. It was crazy, because when it first happened, we sitting there, we looking at it like, I'm watching the show like, what are they even talking about? Like, they don't, it's like all this stuff going on, and they don't have anything to talk about. And I'm like, I can't help them out. Normally they like, well, let's wait on Karceno to put something out there. We could just copy that and then steamroll off that. And then they want to blame the desker. Well, because the fans start calling them out on it. Fans is like, yeah, y'all going through a slow week. Man, the desker come up with all the titles. She the one come up with the concept. She talks about what we talk about. When it's a slow week, it's Nadesca's fault. They just throw her right under the bus. Well, Nadeska. Now I'm trying to make a decision. Do I want to get Aunt Millie's whole grain bread, or well, I'm trying to decide which direction should I go. You know, I have like zero food in the house. I'm the type of person that won't go shopping till everything in the house is gone. I'd be like, this energy bar they gave me for free at the gym, it's the last thing left, gotta eat it. All right, now let's go shopping. I eat for survival. See? It says healthy choice. So that means there's some health something in there. Oh yeah, General Tso's chicken. Yeah, the General can cook. I don't want that spaghetti with meatballs no more. Let me get some of this chicken linguine. No, that's got red pepper. That burnt my mouth last time. I ain't got too much of what I want. Let me get the well, I'm gonna stay with the General. Grab another General Tso's chicken. And the winner is General Tso's spicy chicken. Oh, whoa, whoa, spicy chicken. We didn't did it now. It's too late. God. I got 3 of those or 2 of those. Okay, 2 of them. Yep. Yeah, it's funny because now everybody's dumping on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now it's okay to dump on them. But Nick Wright gonna go down with the ship. Nobody gonna blame LeBron. He refuses to blame LeBron James. He ain't going down with the ship. Even Shannon Sharp had to say, you know, Bron, we gotta cut them turnovers down. We turning over the ball too much. And LeBron want to blame everybody else for his turnovers because they ain't where they supposed to be when the ball come out. Look at this trash Cleveland basketball shirt. See that? I'm gonna grab this Patriots football though. This long sleeve. Patriots football. Oh, but they got, you can tell when you the champ. Oh man, they got Cleveland and Golden State, both jerseys. The yellow one and the blue one. You believe this frog-a-noggle bull crap they got it going on in here? Oh, I do like they got Brady on the cover of that Madden 2018. You see? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Karceno here. And I want to say to everybody who's watching this later, this was a live stream. So in case you see me talking to the screen or pausing, I'm answering questions on here. And this is why I never spoke about the Rell knockout. Everybody hit me up when it happened. Everybody was, yo, what's up? What happened to Rell? I heard he got knocked out. What's up with Rell, man? I heard he got knocked out. So, here's what's Gucci, James. The Rell knockout happened because he was out there supporting one of his boys. He was drunk. He was into it with another dude out there. They got the woofing. And another homeboy snuffed him. And he got knocked out. Now, the reason why I didn't talk about it is because, to me, it was a non-issue. Nothing really big. But when Rell started getting publicity off of getting knocked out, like now he's on This Is 50. Now he's got all this stuff. I'll be mad. If that's I'll be like, man, I'm out here working and y'all don't want to interview me and do nothing. Somebody got to knock me out in order for somebody to call me for an interview. I'm Rell. Mr. Luka, I'm a shooter. What happened? Now, what made me do this video, because I still wasn't going to even talk about it. I was not going to talk about it at all, because, you know, that ain't world news or anything. I wasn't finna talk about Rell getting knocked out, and they had the video and everything. I didn't put a picture of nothing. I decided to talk about it because I listened to Rell tell the story of what happened. And I said, oh my God, this has got to stop. And what I mean by that is it's got to stop, meaning that rappers have got to be able to stop living in a dream fantasy world of invincibility. Okay? You got knocked out, man.
His man is sitting there, man, you know, I was over there, man, I was drunk. Man, I'm drunk, you know, I'm high, you know, I'm doing this and that, so dude's woofing. So I'm talking to him, and then when he do that, you know, dude snuffed me. So when I fell down, because I didn't see the punch coming, I hit my head on the rock. So I'm a little drowsy, not from the punch, because I hit my head on the rock. And that's why I'm a little dazed. That's why I'm like, oh man, plus I'm drunk and I'm high, so you gotta add that into it. I'm drunk.
Uh-oh, let me get out of here. But it'd be like, you break your bike. You break your bike. You break your bike. I couldn't even describe it to you. I don't know. It's a bunch of people, I guess they're attempting to sing or something like that. I couldn't even tell you. That's how bad it is. A bath rug. I do need a new bath rug. See, when you get grown kids, you got to start buying stuff that you don't normally go shopping for, that mom and dad used to go shopping for. Stuff like bath rugs and like I need a new bath rug. And you know how you was in college or with your homeboys, that comforter that never got washed through your entire college, 4 years of college, and nobody was washing that doggone thing, and they didn't have thousands of people sleep on it, drool on it, roll over in it. My buddy had that comforter for years. That comforter was so thin, it was like it had its own personality. I would not even go near it. It'd be in a ball, thrown in the cover in the corner somewhere. I'd be, keep that dirty thing away from me. That thing does not need to be near me. I'll freeze before I put that comforter on. They'd be like, no, why nobody just throw it out or wash it? Nobody would do it. People like, man, I ain't touching that comforter, man. That was freshman year of college. We had that comforter. It was a good comforter too. That thing just stuck around for years and nobody would wash it. College. They would wash everything else because comforters, you got to really take those to the cleaners to get those things done, because you need a big, powerful washing machine. Like, take it to the laundromat. You can't just put those in the regular ones they had at the dorm. And people, you know, in college, they worried about other things, like trying to eat food and sleep with chicks, and they were trying to get weed every day. See, I was glad I didn't grow up with those habits. So glad. I just didn't understand the vice of people saying, man, I gotta smoke. And I'd be like, for what? My motivation was this. Man, I gotta get some money. My whole thing is, man, I gotta get some money. I'm tired of that. I can't eat no ramen noodles. All that sodium, they can have that. I ain't eating no ramen noodles. See, I shop differently. I look around, I make a final decision, then I'll come back and get it. I'm still making a final decision on a couple of things. I might buy a couple of books. You know, it's just how I am. It's my process. You don't like the process? Trust the process, brother. The Dark Tower is out. The Book of Life. That's it. All right. We gonna cut this off here. Cause I got other stuff I'm gonna do a little later. Then I'm gonna go to the Screen Fiend account. I'm gonna do I did season 1. I gotta do season 2 for season 2 of what's his name? Stranger Things. But who remembers this album? Released the same day as Stillmatic. And they tried to compare it as an album versus album thing. And this Unplugged album didn't do the numbers that what's his name album did. But it's one of the only times Jay-Z has ever performed The Takeover. Gunshots rain from a drop top tray. Hit my little partner in the chest and everything. I never held the hands of a dead man, never. It took a tragic death to bring the family together. So now we going to get and his friends, the people in my family are all about revenge. It's all about respect. Blu-ray, $44.99. Should I get this? I should get that. Or I should just buy the whole big set for like $100. I don't see the deal though. Normally you get a deal if you buy the set. Well, I'm not seeing the deal here. Man, this is crazy.